Hello student, today again I am going to start chapter 3rd. Topic is methods of calculating national income. This is part 5. Here I am going to explain expenditure method. Within this topic we will learn the meaning of expenditure method, steps for calculating national income by expenditure method and precaution for estimating national income. Let me start. First of all, what is expenditure method? So actually expenditure method is an attempt to measure national income on the basis of final expenditure on gross domestic product at market price during an accounting year. Anyone, if you are having any income, yeah, your family is having income, or if you talk about any country, so income is always used in two way, either spend it on various goods and services, otherwise it is saved. Okay, so means there is only two use of income. If you are going to expend, then it is consumption, and if you are going to save some part of your money, then it is saving. Okay, so in this way, the final expenditure method is also known as consumption and investment method. Here is it is written, it is also known as a consumption and investment method. Okay, so what is expenditure method? According to this method, national income is estimated in terms of expenditure on purchase of final goods and services produced in the economy during an accounting year. When we use this method, we are going to get GDP MP, and for getting the national income we require some adjustment. Which type of adjustment? When we move from gross to net, we have to subtract depreciation. Okay student, and when we are moving from gross to domestic to national, then we have to add NFIA in this equation. Okay, and when we are moving from MP to FC, it's mean we have to subtract NIT, net indirect tax. So this adjustment when we do in GDP MP, then we are able to get NNP FC. GDP MP means gross domestic product at market price, and NNP FC is net national product at factor cost. Okay, so whenever you are using expenditure method, you are able to get GDP MP, and for getting the NNPFC you have to do adjustment. Okay, and this expenditure method is expressed in this way: GDP MP is equal to sum total of C plus G plus I plus X minus M. Its proper explanation is in the further slides. Okay, so I think you are able to understand what is expenditure method. Expenditure method estimate national income in terms of expenditure on purchase of final goods and services. Whatever expenditure is done in an accounting year on the purchase of goods and services, that is considered, that's market value is considered as a GDP MP. Okay, and after adjustment we are able to get NNP FC. Okay, let me start. So step for estimating national income. First of all, we have to find out C plus G plus I plus X minus M. So first of all, we will discuss it in detail. So first step is classification of final expenditure. Expenditure is method is what? Expenditure method is related to sum total of expenditure that is done by four sector of economy on the purchase of final goods and services in an accounting year. So first of all, we have to classify final expenditure. Okay, so final expenditure as expenditure on purchase of domestically produced final goods and services during an accounting year. This term final expenditure, it is its meaning. Final expenditure is related to what? Purchase of domestic goods, domestic final goods and services. Okay, so final expenditure is broadly classified into 4 category. Okay beta. Now first is private final consumption expenditure, C. Government final consumption expenditure, G. Investment expenditure, I. Next export, X minus M. So in the starting I had written na कि G D P M P is equal to C plus G plus I plus X minus M. So here X is export and M is import. When we subtract the value of import from value of export, then we are able to get net export. So GDP, whenever we use expenditure, we get GDP MP. And how we get GDP MP? It is the sum total of government, C private final consumption expenditure, G government final consumption expenditure, I investment expenditure, and net export is X minus M. Okay, C private final consumption expenditure is the expenditure of household sector. G it is expenditure of general government. Okay, I means whatever investment is done by the producer sector. At X minus M, so whatever sell we had done in foreign country, okay, in rest of the world. Let me start it one by one. So first, private final consumption expenditure, in short we will write C. Okay, so it refers to expenditure on final goods and services by, there are three, individuals, household, and non-profit institution. Non-profit institutions means serving society, like help age, orphan houses, okay, religious places, charitable associations. So these come, who do the work, who purchases goods and services for the service of people. So non-profit private institutions. Okay, so in private final consumption expenditure, three things will come: individuals, household, and expenditure of non-profit private institution, like help age, orphan houses, okay, and religious places. Okay, now it includes in proper way consumer services, consumer non-durable goods, and consumer durable goods. So which type of goods we these individuals, household, and non-profit institutes are going to purchase, whatever they are going to expend on the purchase of consumer services, means service of a teacher, service of a lawyer, service of a doctor, nurses. So this is known as a consumer services. So consumer services, consumer non-durable goods, the goods which are used up in just one go, like LPG cylinder, milk, sweets, okay, fruits, vegetables, milk. Now durable goods, consumer durable goods means the goods which we are able to use again and again for more than 1 year. So these are considered as a durable goods, like washing machine, your TV, bike. These are considered as a consumer durable goods. So whatever expenditure is done by individual, household, and non-profit institutions on the purchase of consumer services, consumer non-durable goods, and consumer durable goods, its sum total is considered as a private final consumption expenditure. Okay student, so remember two important thing: private final consumption expenditure is the expenditure, final expenditure of household and non-profit institution, and on which they will do the expenditure on the purchase of three type of things: consumer services, consumer non-durable goods, and consumer durable goods. Okay, now next, government final consumption expenditure. It refers to expenditure on final goods and services by the government. So it names clear whose it is, expenditure of whom, it is expenditure of government. Okay, so you know, government provides a number of goods and services to the public, either free or at a nominal price. These include service of rail, roads, street light, water supply, defense, law and order, public health, education, culture, etc. While rendering these services, the government act as a producer as well as a consumer. On the one hand, it produces these services, and on the other hand, it purchases its own product to provide them to the public to satisfy their collective needs. That is why the expenditure on these services are counted as a final expenditure of the government. Okay, the government bears these expenditure are equal to the value of goods and services produced by the government. Now the question is how to calculate the value of these services. So since the government does not sell them in the market, their market value cannot be calculated, thus their value is calculated at their cost. Okay, so government final consumption expenditure is related to expenditure that is done by the government on the purchase of goods and services. Okay, like a defense personnel, okay, water supply, street light, railway road. So they are providing lot of services so that you in the country, within the country, plus it gives safety from other country also, it gives us public amenities. So for that they produces these goods, as well as they provides at otherwise free or at a very nominal price. Okay, so that is why it is considered as a government final consumption expenditure. Okay, now investment expenditure, it is the expenditure of private sector. It is the expenditure of private sector, means producer sector. Okay, whatever investment is done by the producer sector on the purchase of goods and services, that is considered as an investment expenditure. Let me understand with this slide. It refers to expenditure on the purchase of final goods by the producer. So remember that investment expenditure is done by whom? Done by producer. Okay, done by producers. These goods are to be further used in the process of production. Why producers require final goods? So that they are able to produce more goods. Okay, so for that they require the purchase of final goods. Okay, here is given the example: expenditure by the farmer on the purchase of tractor. So it is considered as a investment expenditure. Okay, because tractor is used in the process of process of producing wheat or rice. Okay, now investment expenditure is divided into two parts. Okay, first is fixed investment and second is inventory investment. First thing, investment expenditure is the related of expenditure of producer sector on the purchase of final goods and services. These goods and services are purchased by producer sector so that they can do further production. Okay, and investment expenditure is further divided into two parts: fixed investment and inventory investment. Okay student, and what is fixed investment? So fixed investment is related to expenditure of producer on the purchase of fixed assets. So fixed investment is related to fixed asset. It is related to fixed asset, purchase of fixed assets. Okay, and machinery, like fixed assets means plant, machinery, tools. Okay, now economists often classify fixed assets, and these fixed assets also further divided into three parts: business fixed investment by the household in terms of construction of house. Third is public fixed investment or fixed investment by the government. Okay, so you don't require the explanation, too much explanation of these three, but remember name of these. Fixed investment means whatever expenditure done by the producer on the purchase of fixed assets like machine, tools is known as a fixed investment. And these fixed investment further divided into three parts: business fixed investment by the household in terms of construction of houses, and public fixed investment are fixed investment by the government. So remember this, because in sometimes in numerical question directly fixed investment is not given, it is given into the parts. So if you have learned these part, then only you are able to attempt the numerical question. So it is very important. Read it properly. Two parts of investment, fixed investment, and inventory investment, and again the three parts of fixed investment: business fixed investment by the household, and public's fixed investment. Okay, now inventory investment. Already when I am teaching you the first chapter, basic concept of macroeconomics, so I had told you about inventory investment. Inventory investment is what it is related to stock of fixed final goods. It is related to stock of final goods, semi finished good, and raw material. Okay, so now inventory investment, to change it here, it is related to change in stock during the year. And how we estimate it? It is difference between closing stock of the year and opening stock of the year. Before this, when we are learning production method, there also we are making the use of change in stock. Change in stock is equal to closing stock minus opening stock. So that is inventory investment. Okay, I think you are able to understand. Investment expenditure done by the producers. Okay, there are two part: fixed investment and inventory investment. Fixed investment further divided into three part, and inventory investment is related to difference between closing stock of the year and opening stock of the year. Okay, now there is a high order thinking question: what caused increase in inventory stock? Why there is increase in inventory stock in the opening of the year? The stock of finished goods, semi finished good, and raw material is less, but at the end of the year it is more. So why? So there are two factors of increase in inventory stock. First is unexpected fall in demand in current year. Suppose a trader is thinking that in this year he is producing X commodity. He is thinking that its demand is going to be 10x, but suppose only there is demand of 6x. In this way, this 4x will be with the trader, and this will be inventory investment. Okay, so unexpected fall in the demand of current year. Okay, so first reason is this. Second is expected rise in demand in the future, near future. So producer may expect a spread, yani rise in demand in near future, so accordingly they pile up strong during the current year. So the second point is related to this, that ki suppose there is wedding season about to come, wedding season or Diwali season, so they know that there will be more demand of clothes, there will be more demand of home decor items. So that is why they maintain their inventory stock, yani they maintain the stock of semi finished goods and semi finished good as well as raw materials, so that at once they can fulfill the increased demand. So what are the two reason increase in inventory stock? First is unexpected fall in demand. They are thinking there will be demand of 10x, but only there is demand of 6x, so 4x is going to be remain with the producer. Okay, second is expected rise in the demand in the near future. Okay, now fourth component is net export. Net export is what? Difference. It is a difference between export and import during an accounting year. Okay, export, what is export? The export are an expenditure by the foreigner on the domestically produced final goods and services. Means whatever export is, what we sell our goods in other country, and whatever receipt we get, that is known as a export. What is import? Import, when we purchase the goods of other country, then we make the payment, that is known as a import. So import are an expenditure on the goods and services produced abroad. Okay, so sum total of expenditure on domestic produced goods and services during an accounting year is called GDP MP. Okay, so these are the fourth component of expenditure method. Now one high order thinking is question is here: export are just sales yielding revenue, not income. Comment. Here is question that ki export, whatever money you are receiving after export, it is not income. Why it is not income? Because income means factor income. We are talking about factor income. Here we are talking about uh, wait beta, we are talking about factor income. So factor income is what? When we use factor services, then we whatever money is paid to for factor of production, that is known as a factor income. So what are the four factor of production? Labor, capital, land, entrepreneur. So land, labor get wage, capital get interest, land get rent, and entrepreneur get profit. So these are only considered as a income. Export is what? Export is the money when we sell our commodities to other country. So whatever we get, that is export. So that is why it is not considered as a factor income. Okay, so look what is answer is given here. So it is true, this statement is true. Export are just sell and yield revenue, not income. Export are just sales because these are the purchase of rest of the world from the domestic economy. Accordingly, export yield revenue, these do not yield income, because income is the form of rent, interest, profit or wage. Export do not yield any these directly. Okay, now in this way, final expenditure is the sum total of C plus G plus I plus X minus M. Okay, so C means private final consumption expenditure, G means government final consumption expenditure, I means gross domestic capital formation, and X minus M means it is difference between export and import. Okay, and C, private final consumption expenditure is done by household and non-profit institution. It is done by government. Okay, it is done by producer sector. Okay, and it is difference between export and import. Okay, now here gross domestic capital formation is how we calculate. It is the sum total of two things: gross fixed capital formation and change in stock. And net export, how we calculate? When we subtract export from import. Okay, now methods for measurement of final expenditure. So when we are using expenditure method, what we get? We get GDP MP. When we add C plus G plus I plus X minus M. C means private final consumption expenditure done by household sector and non-profit institution. G means government final consumption expenditure. Okay, done by government. And I means investment. Okay, it is gross domestic capital formation. It is done by producer sector, and it is difference between export and import. Okay, so here its full form is again I had written. So whenever you add these four elements, C plus G plus I plus X minus M, what you get? You get GDP MP. Okay student, now here I had written, and note down it, it is important. I is sum total of gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock. And change in stock, how you calculate? Closing stock minus opening stock. Okay, now when we we are using expenditure method, what we get? We get GDP MP when we add these four components. Now if we want to calculate an NPFC, means national income, so we have to do adjustment. Which type of adjustment? When we are moving from gross to net, we have to subtract depreciation. When we are moving from domestic to national, we have to add NFIA. When we are moving from MP to FC, we have to subtract NIT. Okay student, so this is the way we calculate national income by the expenditure method. First step, add C plus G plus I plus X minus M. After that, when you have GDP MP, the value of GDP MP, make adjustment and you are able to get an NPFC. Now, what are the precaution for estimating national income? When we are calculating national income with the help of the expenditure method, which type of thing you have to keep in your mind? So let me start it. First, only final expenditure is taken to be into account. Means intermediate consumption we are not going to add it. Only we are going to add final expenditure. Okay, final expenditure on final goods and services. Okay, why? Because if we add whatever expenditure is done on intermediate goods, so it create the problem of double counting. We had learned it in previous method, and because of double counting there will be overestimation of national income. Okay, now expenditure on second hand good is not included, but whatever commission is given on second hand good, that is included. Okay, but second hand good are not included. Okay, next, expenditure on share and bonds is also not included in estimation of national income. Okay, why? Because it does not give any increase in number of production of goods and services. Because of share and bonds there is only shift of ownership, there is not any increase of goods and services in the economy. Okay, next is transfer income. Transfer income is also not included, like old age pension, scholarship, your pocket money. Okay, these are not included in estimation of national income. Okay, why? Because there is not going to be any increase in production of goods and services. Reason is same. Okay, now imputed value of expenditure on goods produced by self consumption will be added. Okay, will be added. I had told you in both the methods when I had explained this topic, कि if suppose a farmer produce 10 quintal wheat and it keep its with his family requirement 5 quintal, so this imputed value of 5 quintal wheat will be added in national income. Okay student, thank you. In this video we had completed theory part of expenditure method. Tomorrow we will going to discuss how we can attempt numerical question with the expenditure method, yeah, by the expenditure method. Okay, and when I complete this, after there will be some question and answer for you as a homework, and after that I will start your next book, Indian Economic Development, its first chapter. If you are not having any book, any side book, so please download NCERT book, its PDF is available. Okay student, thank you.